said, okay, we'll sponsor you. Now I didn't know the price of the videos. So the first money he gave me 800,000. Now I got someone with like a small camera. We shot Masanyaze. When you look at Masanyaze, the hair. I went to Chikubo, I got my meter. I told the boy there is a guy called the designer, original designer. Do for me an envelope put here, umeme. I was the designer of myself. I went to I got my cashew. There is some place there where they sell cheap shoes. Omulengo gulinga gwa kanana ofuno. So I got the shoe. But the first shoe I got, whenever I would step, solenge kunkumuka. So when I look at these girls coming into music, thinking that we started like this. So after that, I got the costumes. The guy sponsored my video. He even gave me time to shoot at his place there at Chiembe in his shop for electricity. So I shot the video. I started like that, but I said, I'm going to be a star. Superstar. When I took my song to CBS, Abe Muchiba, actually I called him my hero. To CBS, he told me, now, I'm going to take you for Chitobelo, the show for Chitobelo. Yes. So he would be there and say, he took me on stage. I got on stage after Chameleon. You know how Chameleon, you know his vibe.
Finished vibing everywhere.
I came in with my shoe, with my overall. Brother, they were meme. I danced, baby. Somebody saw, they were like, oh, who is this new
superstar?
By the time I moved on, and Abemchi was like there. Do it, you can do it, you can do it. So that's why I like him so much. He made me, I don't know whether we still have those people who encourage those young girls and boys to come to the pool. Yeah, there is a way he pushed me. So after there, all media came to me. What is your name? Where do you come from? So I had started.
We're going to get back to asking the next part of the journey after. This is quite interesting. We don't know what happens behind the scenes when musicians are trying out. People with talent are trying to build their talents and just get into the industry and use it to elevate themselves and earn a living. And people who are out there dreaming to be superstars. Now, Thina is here to enlighten us on the challenges and the struggles that you have to go through. We will be right back after this break.
Why pay for someone else's repairs? Say goodbye to hidden costs and hello to peace of mind of a brand new start. Discover the Suzuki range of unmatched fuel-efficient and reliable options. From the iconic Jimny to the new Across Hybrid. Find the perfect blend of style and world-class efficiency. Upgrade today and enjoy 1 year of free fuel and comprehensive insurance, plus 2 years of free service and a 3-year warranty. Trade in your current car or choose financing to start driving as you pay installments. Don't wait. Visit the Suzuki showroom today or call 0800-211-033 to get started.
The problem is the foundation.
You know the kind of cement I'm using in this foundation? I guarantee you even my grandchildren will come and find this house.
You buy your buy today and get the job done. Strong, reliable, available at hardware shops countrywide.
If whiskey could talk, Johnny Walker Black Label would sing. With notes that only come with 12 years in a barrel. Sweet, smooth toffee, rich fruit, and a touch of smoke. Tastes as good as it sounds.
Introducing the all-new Roofing's TMX 500C rebars with cut and bend surfaces. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
in the heart of comfort and class, where every arrival feels like a welcome home. Experience spaces designed for rest, where elegance meets relaxation in every detail. Stay energized, stay inspired with wellness tailored to your lifestyle. For business that matters, find spaces built for productivity, connection, and success. Indulge in flavors that bring people together, from casual moments to refined dining. Celebrate life's milestone in spaces designed to make every moment unforgettable. Sorova Putico Hotel, where business meets comfort and every stay becomes an experience.
Some moments make headlines, others quickly shape our nation, but every moment matters. This August, step into Uganda's story through the eyes of one of its finest visual storytellers. Through the Lens is back, bigger, bolder, more compelling than ever before. This August 7th, 2026. Witness the defining moments that shaped our nation, from the intensity of the 2026 general elections to the strength of our communities, the beauty of our culture, the courage of our leaders, and the resilience of our ordinary Ugandans whose stories deserve to be seen. Every frame tells a story. Through the Lens, Season 2. Experience Uganda's stories, one frame at a time.
Welcome back from that short break, and we're still here with Tina Masanyarazen. My name is Okelo Sharon Nagenjwa. You've seen the artists, you've been electrified by their dances, but do you know the story? So listen to this. So I want to first talk about Bada for a bit. Yo!
I know for Bada. So after that, there is a way I started making appearances because I had brought a product which was unique.
Yes.
You know, like someone dancing. I couldn't even need dancers.
Yes.
I was my own dancer, my own performer. I knew how to manage the stage.
Yes.
I would look into the audience and say, now these ones I should stretch. Now I should jump. I should up to this time when I'm performing, I mind about my audience. Are they keeping quiet? I don't want to be on stage and someone goes for a phone, for something, some shot, because that means I'm doing nothing.
Yes.
So for the artists there, if you see people moving around on WhatsApp when you're on stage, go and check yourself. So after there, when there is a show, Sweet Kid was launching.
Yes.
Still, I had gotten some connection with CBS. So I was like, who is the one organizing this show? I was very sharp. I knew what I wanted. So like, Mr. Kagolo is organizing. I told him, my name is Fina. Yes, I hear your song. It's played on Kaliso really pushed me because they were like, let us push these young girls who have come in. So he told me, okay, I'm going to put your name on the list. When you reach at the entrance, you tell them your name, you'll be there. Then you come and perform. And I put on
your overall.
Say, the next one said, if you know, it was fire. You know, I was unique. Me, I'm unique.
You were quite unique.
I have a unique product.
You were crazy.
So, Bobby came backstage and she was, me, I didn't know.
Yeah.
She was like, how are you? Bobby wants to see you. Then I asked her, Bobby, why? Why does he want to see me? As you can see, I'm done. So you can't tell me I come. You know, I grew up with that. The Katolwam has trained us. When you're a performer, it's not good to go to the audience when you've neither performed or haven't performed. So I kept that thing in myself. There is a way they trained us how to behave like a performer. Because performers are like flowers. If you keep loitering in the audience,
they get
who
used
will
to
be
you.
able to look at you? So I was like, if he wants to see me, let him come. I was an upcoming, but
you had your pride.
So by the side, Bobby came, Bobby. When I with them, I have a song. Okay, it's fine. Maybe I didn't even ask for money. I told him, when is it? Nangamba date. I went back and told Mommy about it. She was like, you know, she's the one who paid for my Masanyara's song, so she was more of a manager at that time. She was like, you go. So after that, I went for video. Bobby said, mwana kati choko kone mwao. We started, we shot. They were like, you don't have other costumes. Now I have only this kaji. Now you see those big shirts in the dance. It belonged to the video. was like, let me give you this shirt for another short. Nemaliriza okukola ki okuzina ndoza olunaku lwe naddamu mulaba kwali kupa awards when he was getting the song of the year bada oba video of the year. That is when I saw him.
How do you transition to that?
How do I transition in this situation now where I am today? So I used to look at the people, the Raggadis, the Julianas. I was like, no, besides being an artist, besides being dancing, how can I be someone in the creative sector? Madame Sophie Ngombia one time called me, can they come and attend a meeting for the musician? We went to Munyonyo. And they were like, we want to vote, but the quorum is not enough. They cancelled the meeting. They came for another time. But for the third time, they said, you know what? Today we are voting. So, you see that platform, they said there are positions here, General Secretary, President,
he grabbed.
General Secretary. I want that. Yes, me, I want every time to add on my side. I don't want to be stagnant forever. So I said, the General Secretary, I'll go in for that. We will transform other people.
Wow.
To have a platform for the mind.
Continue this conversation on our socials at Girl from Oyam and at Triumph Women UG. Until next Saturday, same time, have a blessed night.
Next. Brought to you by Botekala is back with double energy. Grab a rock boom or silverback energy. Check under the cap. What you see is what you win. Rock boom, energy for winners.
NBS. Always.
From exploitation of Luzira prisoners to examining oil waste management in the Albertine region, this is NBS Live at 9. Details of those stories coming up shortly. But first, a look at our top stories tonight. For 18 years, you have trusted NBS to bring you the stories that matter most to Uganda and beyond. Now, it's an honor to return to the news desk tonight as we mark 18 years on air, and it's an incredible milestone that we're celebrating together. I am Rukshana Chitaka, and this is NBS Live at 9. And as always, let's take a look at the headlines tonight.
NBS Live at 9.
And all these nominees are going to be put before caucus.
NRM SEC approves new parliamentary commission as the Yala aspirants face high-stakes caucus vetting.
But for the commissioners, what SEC has done is fine.
Calls grow for forensic audit of parliament. Analysts say deeply entrenched corruption networks have thrived for years under weak oversight.
We're all together in this haste of money to the tune of billions and billions.
Today we live in a global village.
Also tonight, government rolls out AI training for public servants as experts call for a national artificial intelligence legal framework.
The earlier we embrace it, the better.
And Mulago medics raise alarm over rising prostate cancer cases. Men above 40 urged to embrace early screening before it's too late.
This is NBS Live at 9.
Good evening once again. I'm Rukshana Chitaka. Now, an hour ago, President Yoweri Museveni spoke to the nation on matters of national importance, highlighting questions of rule of law, bail concerns, mob justice, trade and LC1 elections. And just in case you missed this, we bring you those highlights from the President's address as he responded to concerns raised by the Interreligious Council of Uganda. almost 2 years since Dr. Kizza Besigye was arrested. He accused Besigye of refusing trial and misusing the legal system during that time. The president questioned why this great Democrat and human rights fighter would expend so much energy avoiding trial when a trial would give him a chance to prove his innocence and expose what he calls the undemocratic conduct of President Museveni and his family. The president cited the case of a woman who was undressed for wearing NRM colours. He said he does not recall religious leaders, cultural leaders or the Law Society condemning the act. Now, the president further said that State House had become a mafia centre where people were allegedly required to pay 30 million Uganda shillings to have a letter delivered to the president. He noted that Honourable Byamukama raised the issue with him and that the culprits were arrested. Of course, there was a lot more that was said, and in respect to the LC Council elections, the president said that they are scheduled for this month. Now, the president said it is almost 2 years since Dr. Kizza Besigye was arrested. He accused the Besigye of refusing trial and misusing the legal system during the time. The president questioned why this great Democrat and human rights fighter would expend so much energy avoiding trial, and which would give him a chance to prove his innocence and expose what he calls undemocratic conduct of President Museveni and his family.
To show the impunity, take the case of Besigye, Dr. Besigye. He was arrested on the 17th of November 2024. It is now almost 2 years. All this time, however, he has been refusing trial, misusing the legal system. Why would this great Democrat and human rights fighter spend so many calories on refusing to come to trial, where he has got opportunity to prove his innocence and expose the undemocratic behavior of the dictatorship of Museveni and his family? What is the problem? Because the dictatorship of Museveni and his family is imprisoning Besigye wrongly. Come to the court and expose it. Why do you spend so much time avoiding court? Second question, why should the legal system for so long allow an accused person to just refuse to be tried? Somebody who's accused says, I don't want to be tried, and he's not tried. Is that a good system or what? How can somebody who's accused say, I don't want to be tried, and 2 years is not tried?
That's just one of the things that the president focused on at his earlier address to the nation. Now, the NRM Central Executive Committee has passed a series of resolutions approving fresh names for the critical parliamentary commission and expanding its executive membership with several individuals appointed. Now, while all parliamentary nominations will not be subjected to the NRM Parliamentary Caucus vote, others, including IALA-nominated candidates, will be subjected to vetting by the caucus slated for tomorrow. The NRM Secretary-General Richard Todwong indicates that the party chairman and President Yoweri Museveni asked the party to follow the directive to fight corruption.
The NRM Secretary-General Richard Todwong, a member to the ruling party top organ, has indicated that Central Executive Committee meeting that took place at NBS State House had made several resolutions, including constituting the backbench commissioners of Parliament, ex-officials of the party's Central Executive Committee, and offering guidance on the parliamentary committees which have remained vacant.
Report from the Government Chief Whip for SEC consideration for the proposals of commissioners of Parliament, members of the standing and sessional committees of Parliament, and members that would be representing Uganda in the international and continental organizations and bodies.
Todong indicated the president suggested several individuals, some of whom would not be subjected to any vote. Todong reveals that the party will also be subjecting the nominees of ELA to NRM Parliamentary Caucus scrutiny to decide individuals to take the 2 vacant positions in the East African Legislative Assembly after 2 members of the ruling party, Dennis Namara and James Kakoza, joined the National Assembly in Uganda.
Tomorrow we have caucus, and all these nominees are going to be put before caucus, and then caucus will confirm, approve them. But for the commissioners, what SEC has done is final. The list will go straight to Parliament.
The decision has prompted aspirants in the ELA race to intensify their bid for support from members of Parliament, with some seen campaigning in Munyonyo, where the MPs are undergoing induction, drumming up support ahead of tomorrow's vote, in which close to 40 party members were nominated.
The resolution by SEC to have a leveled playing ground for all the nominated candidates, to me, is a welcome idea. Democracy dictates that we are all given a fair ground to be heard, to present our views.
We need to see tangible results from commodity market. We need to expand the market for our farmers in Uganda. We need to expand the market to ensure that we attract both internal and foreign investments.
The aspirants say once elected to ELA, they will prioritize economic development, regional security and strengthening East African economic integration if elected.
The youth unemployment, that still it remains a challenge in the region, and you're aware we have the youngest population in the region, and many young people are still sitting at home without jobs.
It's based on evidence and also based on the expertise of oil and gas governance within East African region.
Championing the legislation which are geared towards ensuring that all what have been discussed, all what is in the protocol are domesticated.
We need to advocate for a single currency. We want to make sure that the East African Standby Brigade is strengthened.
Now, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, has dismissed social media claims accusing him of favoritism during the vetting of ministerial nominees by the Parliamentary Appointments Committee. The reports alleged he rejected senior nominees over questions of citizenship and eligibility to hold public office. Addressing the matter, Tayebwa urged MPs to use social media responsibly, warning that while modern technology has benefits, it can also be used to spread misinformation and cause harm. Take a look.
Members of the 12th Parliament today concluded a week-long induction program aimed at preparing them for their legislative responsibilities over the next 5 years.
Chewing. Someone comes in with their things, they start chewing card.
During his engagement with MPs, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, warned legislators against misuse of social media, saying many people are increasingly using these platforms to spread hatred and division in the country.
Scrutiny we are being subjected to, honorable colleagues. I wish if this scrutiny was being subjected to the other parliaments whom people are praising. You will never know. We are moving billboard.
Tayebwa also dismissed media reports alleging that he influenced the vetting process, which saw 4 ministerial nominees, Shatsi Kutesa, Adonia Ayebale, Lawrence Muganga and Calvin Echwedu, not approved by the Appointments Committee.
You find you're boxed in a corner. You carry a burden. Someone said, I hate Banyarwanda. I don't want Banyarwanda. But I mean, if the rules were saying, bring a document, this is not an issue of opinion. It's not an issue of Tayebwa's opinion. It's an issue of you presenting what you're required to present.
Speaking at the same induction, the Executive Director of the Uganda Media Center, Alan Kasuja, pledged to work towards protecting and promoting the image and reputation of Parliament, which has recently come under public scrutiny over corruption.
Parliament is going to be completely different, and we shall do whatever we can to help with the image of this Parliament. And we believe, Right Honourable, if it pleases you, that we should discuss a potential strategic relationship or partnership that would allow for it to happen. We shall defend you in Uganda, we shall defend you regionally, and we shall defend you globally.
Some of the MPs who attended the induction program shared their experience.
And the protocol
and how to deal with the people. We've learned how the tenfold growth strategy of government is going to work.
Sharpened our minds, and it has created for us a picture ahead of us how we should conduct ourselves in the community and in Parliament.
Alan Kasuja speaks about protecting the image of Parliament. Former commissioners of Parliament, policy analysts and veteran politicians say corruption in Parliament is not new, but rather a systemic challenge that has persisted for years. They argue that anti-corruption agencies were aware of the cartels involved, but may have delayed intervention because some of the implicated individuals were playing key roles in government programs ahead of the 2026 general election. Now, speaking during the Capital Gang Show, which is a flagship radio talk show now running in collaboration with Next Media, the panelists called for urgent institutional reforms to prevent a repeat of the scandals witnessed in the 12th Parliament.
Findings into alleged corruption within Parliament were first brought to public attention several years ago by Agora, an online public square dedicated to promoting human rights, public accountability and social justice. However, the recent arrest and prosecution of 7 Parliament officials over alleged mismanagement and laundering of more than 27 billion shillings has reignited debate about accountability within the institution. While appearing on Capital Gang, now in partnership with Next Media, Agora Deputy Team Leader Godwin Toko alleged that a network involving both former legislators, parliamentary staff operated as a well-organized syndicate that siphoned taxpayers' money through inflated procurement deals.
Commissioners were in cahoots with the Office of the Speaker, and the Office of the Speaker was in cahoots with the Clerk to Parliament, and then the MPs, including opposition MPs, even some of the very vocal ones, and they were all together in this haste of money to the tune of billions and billions, hundreds of billions of Ugandan shillings getting lost.
Veteran journalist and policy analyst Wafula Ogutu says the group allegedly manipulate procurement processes, supplying goods and services to Parliament at highly inflated prices.
It is a lot of insider trading. There are MPs, they are speakers, they are directors, they own companies or represent companies which supply.
The alleged corruption is said to have occurred between 2023 and 2026, resulting into loss of more than 27 billion shillings. The revelations have since raised questions about why anti-corruption agencies appeared slow to act despite reports and warning signs emerging years earlier. Toko argued that some of the individuals at the center of the scandal wielded significant political influences and were considered important to government programs during the electoral period.
So it kept them, it knew that they were the bad boys, but said, well, these are our bad boys. They were the thieves, but these are our thieves. So they kept them in the house. Occasionally they defended them. Occasionally they threatened those who were exposing them, like myself. So at the end of the day, I think that's why they didn't take that action, which unfortunately came in the end too little too late.
Start with the Parliament, make it clean, so that the same MPs can follow the other money.
As the 12th Parliament begins its term, leaders are now calling for stronger oversight mechanism to restore public confidence. The State Minister for Public Service, Lydia Wanyoto, has proposed a comprehensive forensic audit of the 11th Parliament to establish the full extent of losses and identify weaknesses in existing systems.
I would be happy if the Speaker of Parliament provided the members of Parliament with a forensic audit so that we start from a clean slate, from the Parliamentary Commission, the Administration of Parliament Act is there, so that we know the do's and the don'ts.
Now, turning from the systemic corruption in Parliament to some more positive news, the government has embarked on an initiative to integrate artificial intelligence into public service delivery to improve efficiency and enhance the quality of services nationwide. As part of the program, civil servants have begun receiving training on how AI can transform service delivery and streamline government operations. Technology experts say the initiative is long overdue, noting that AI has become vital globally.
On June 2nd, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Amina Zawede, issued a circular to ministries, departments and agencies announcing a specialized artificial intelligence AI training program. In the circular, she invited institutions to nominate eligible officers to participate in the capacity building initiative. More than 2,600 public officers reportedly applied for the program, with about 800 already completing the first phase of the training. According to Francis Wabwire, the Business Development Officer at the Uganda Institute of Information and Communications Technology, UICT, participants are being equipped with practical AI skills to improve public service delivery, combat misinformation, and address other emerging digital challenges.
So it's very critical that we skill our communities to be able to embrace AI as one of the tools that are very necessary to provide productivity, work efficiency, and the output.
Wabwire says the program is designed to prepare government employees to effectively leverage AI to improve efficiency, productivity, and service delivery across their respective institutions.
Today we live in a global village. So if whatever is happening in other countries, there is no way how Uganda as a country will run away from it. So the earlier we embrace it, the better.
Victoria University Vice-Chancellor Dr. Lawrence Muganga, who has consistently championed the adoption of AI across different sectors, describes the initiative as timely. He says it comes at a critical moment when rapid technological advancement is transforming workplaces around the world.
The trick is, if you have known so many tools and how to use them, that's where now the Ministry of ICT is doing a great job. If you have known so many tools and you have trained how to use them and you have known how to use them, it means if this tool doesn't give you what you need, you have to pair it up with another tool to arrive at that goal you're looking for.
Jimmy Kanabi believes the program should be expanded to reach every government employee, warning that those left behind risk becoming obsolete in an increasingly technology-driven era.
I advise the Permanent Secretary of ICT and the Permanent Secretary for Public Service to sit down and come up with a best strategy so that all public officers are being enrolled on this program.
Of course, AI as well has its kind of risks, like every new technology. Remember, when electricity was discovered, okay? When it was discovered, everyone said, yes, this is marvelous, we have light. But if misused, it will electrocute anyone and you can die.
Although the government has begun preparing public servants to utilize AI in their work, uncertainty remains over how the technology should be deployed. Uganda is yet to adopt the comprehensive national framework or guidelines governing the responsible use of artificial intelligence, leaving institutions without clear standards for its implementation. On June
Now we move on to Independent Member of Parliament for Ntungamo Municipality, Gerald Karuhanga, who has finally broken his silence on returning to Parliament, saying the move was driven by political strategy, not a shift in ideology. In an exclusive interview, he defended his decision to abandon the Alliance for National Transformation on nomination day and contest as an independent. Take a look.
For the third time, Gerald Karuhanga heads back to Parliament as an independent legislator, even when he is affiliated to a political party, the Alliance for National Transformation. After losing the Ntungamo municipality seat in 2021 on the Alliance for National Transformation ticket, he says the political realities on the ground demanded a different approach if he was to be trusted by his voters.
The beauty with being an independent is that you more or less bring almost everyone on board. And so they understood me with a hesitation, I could see it. and indeed, yes, even in 2026 now, they still had the same. But I told them, look, did I endeavor to serve you when you elected me as an independent? In 2016, they said yes. So why don't you give me a chance again, the same way? Because I still believe we need to push for these very issues as leaders, but also as a country.
Karhanga insists the move was a strategic one, saying serving the people of Ntungamo had to come before party affiliation. He adds that ANT understood the circumstances that informed his decision. His decision has fueled speculation about a possible shift towards the ruling NRM. But Karhanga says while that option was available, he deliberately chose to remain politically independent.
So for me, the one thing I cherish in all this is that even ANT understood the circumstances of Ntungamo. Ntungamo is a unique place for people who appreciate the politics of this country.
Looking beyond Ntungamo, the legislator says Uganda's political environment is becoming increasingly worrying, citing concerns over the rule of law, human rights and the freedom of expression.
People have more or less begin to give up on hope. And so when people lose hope, then you are not breeding anything good. It could very easily spark off the worst.
Karhanga also acknowledges growing fragmentation within the opposition, but argues the divisions are being worsened by external forces, making cooperation more difficult.
If we cannot be united by anything, we should be united by the fact that we are threatened as a people. And that alone should get us to talk to each other and say, look, we all want to be leaders. We can't be leaders at the same time, because that seems to be one of the biggest problems. Everyone says, oh, I want to be the president, we want to be the president. So that seems to be part of the problem.
He says his focus in the 12th Parliament will be championing policies that address unemployment, improve productivity and strengthen service delivery, while advocating for reforms that restore confidence in Uganda's democratic institutions.
More to come.
Now, leaders in Chikube district have urged a newly sworn-in LC5 chairman, Padi Kisembo, to prioritize putting an end to the alleged jobs for sale in the district. That and more coming up after the break.
Digging is good, but I have a wrong way to go. Katoto, do you need money? Bank of Uganda has introduced agriculture credit facility. You can own equipment such as tractors, plows, harrows, irrigation system. Imagine. Katoto, poor today, rich tomorrow. Here you go. Vroom, 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 vroom. Go to your nearest bank or call our toll-free line. This message is brought to you by Bank of Uganda.
Can I have a light, please? What is this?
Castle Light, the best testing light.
Try it.
Try it, try it, try it. Da, 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 da.
Guys, look at this post.
Nothing hits like extra cold. Castle Light. Try it.
Kabalega Petro-Best Industrial Park. Imagine your business at the heart of East Africa's next industrial revolution. Welcome to Kabalega Petro-Best Industrial Park, Uganda's eco-industrial hub spanning over 7,300 acres in Hoima, home to the Uganda Refinery, the East African Crude Oil Pipeline, and Kabalega International Airport. KIP places investors at the center of Uganda's energy transformation. KIP presents investment opportunities in petrochemicals, manufacturing, agro-processing, logistics, warehousing, real estate, commercial, hospitality, ICT, and industrial services. Join us for the official launch on 7th July 2026, live on NBS TV and streamed on YouTube and social media starting at 8 a.m. Secure your place in Uganda's industrial future. Mukaije, Karibu, Uganda welcomes you. Kabalega Petro-Base Industrial Park, a project by the Uganda National Oil Company, UNOC.
Hello,
Mr. Mukasa.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay, sir. Are you the broker?
The original one.
I was told you have very good rentals.
That is right. How many bedrooms do you want?
I want 3 bedrooms.
Okay, did I tell you of the price?
Yes, of course. 500,000.
No. This side, the salary went a bit high.
Why?
Because the paint we use is of good quality. So the place gained the value.
Which paint?
Global paint.
How?
For the ceiling, for us we use Global Mat. And for the inside walls, we use Global Silk Vinyl.
Okay, tell me about the outside walls.
Outside we use Global Weather Coat Emulsion so that the walls don't peel.
I'm really impressed. The precision you put while painting, I'm willing to pay any amount.
That is true, because here for us quality is paramount and the place becomes humidity.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
You will always know when you're in the presence of the finest. It's like time slows down, just enough for you to feel everything in full flavor.
Just Malt Lager. Alcohol is not for certain persons under 18. Please drink responsibly.
MTN voice bundle. Ay. Load. Hey. Hello, Mama. Hey, it is me, your son, Opio. Hey, now, Mama, listen to me. MTN has the offer. Yes, it has the offer. You load from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Now, they have free MTN to MTN minutes. And those minutes are there all day. So you load, you'll thank me later. Hey, Mama.
Load an MTN voice bundle between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. and get 3 free MTN to MTN minutes valid all day. Dial *100 *21# and get your free minutes bully daily. Free your fire with free minutes from MTN. Together, our connection is unstoppable. MTN.
Life unfolds in chapters. Through many of these chapters, Jubilee has been present. But life does not happen in separate chapters, and protection should not be separate either. Two journeys have become one. Jubilee Life and Jubilee Health are now one. Here for every chapter, together for better. Jubilee Life Insurance Company of Uganda is regulated by the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda.
You're still watching NBS Live at 9 as leaders in Chikube district have urged newly sworn in LC5 chairman Paddy Kisembo to put an end to the alleged job for sale in the District Service Commission, tackling corruption, streamlining district operations and improving service delivery. Kisembo pledged to fight job selling, enhance education through incentives for teachers and students, as well as addressing land grabbing and strengthening overall governance across the district.
Kisembo Paddy
Speaking shortly after taking the oath as Kikube District Chairman, Padek Sembo outlined 4 key priorities for his first term in office, including addressing the persistent poor performance of both primary and secondary schools. Kisembo also pledged to strengthen agriculture extension services, enhance poverty alleviation through increased awareness of government programs such as PDM and Emyoga, among other interventions.
I intend to put up incentives to incentivize the teachers and the pupils themselves, so that as a token, when someone performs well, should be given a reward. So teachers, on top of the salary, there are people who wish Chikube well, who would like to see the education level lifted.
He also emphasized the need to improve farmers' access to markets by upgrading the district's food network.
A farming community that we need to open up the feeder roads, such that the market can come closer to the produce, so that the farmers are able to sell their produce at higher prices.
Key stakeholders, including members of parliament and Minister for Bunyoro Affairs, Mary Grace Mugasa, say the district's priority should be restoring accountability. They called for action against the persistent allegations of job selling, corruption and embezzlement of public funds.
People have been complaining about the selling of jobs. People have been complaining about the deduction of their PDM money. And indeed, some extortion has been going on in different activities. Can we stop that?
We are looking at someone who will empower us, who will empower the communities to go to commercialize Australian agriculture.
In light of the ongoing oil and gas developments that have attracted an influx of people to the district, leaders also called for the issuance of free land titles to protect residents from land grabbing.
So it is time that the district chairperson, the new district chairperson, joins us to ensure that we get more land titles in order to ensure that our voters and people have protection of their land.
The biggest sector that should concentrate on is agriculture and roads.
Following the swearing-in ceremony, councillors elected Deo Karwanga, the councillor for Buhimba, as district speaker, while Kabwoya sub-county councillor Vincent Opio was appointed district vice chairperson.
So help me God.
Now from matters Chikube, we turn to matters health, where Uganda continues to make significant progress in the fight against HIV with expanded testing, treatment and access to life-saving antiretroviral therapy. This is enabling many people living with HIV to live long and healthy lives. But while medical advances have transformed HIV into a manageable condition, stigma continues to prevent some people from seeking care, disclosing their status and accessing the support that they need.
For decades, Uganda's HIV response has focused on expanding access to testing, treatment and public awareness. Health experts say these efforts have greatly improved survival and quality of life for people living with HIV. However, stigma and discrimination remain among the biggest obstacles to ending the epidemic, discouraging some individuals from getting tested or remaining on treatment.
HIV initially was associated with death. Having that diagnosis years back would somehow mean that you are going to die. And no one didn't want to have such news given to him and so on. There are people who would delay, or rather delay, to test for HIV until actually they are bedridden. It means that so much that they need really to be to seek treatment and so on.
Healthcare workers say receiving an HIV diagnosis often comes with fear, anxiety and uncertainty, making counseling and emotional support an essential part of treatment.
We always encourage them that that's not the end of the world. Someone can live HIV positive productively, provided he or she takes the medication well.
People living with HIV say access to treatment, support and accurate information has helped them regain confidence and look to the future with hope.
Mbulirira nnyo bampa counseling. Nsobola okubeera nga nzira engulu. Bannyambako n'okusoma ebintu by'emikono. Kulabika nga binkeepinga ndi busy obutalowooza nnyo.
I was a person who, if you start about a conversation about HIV, I would just leave
because of that self-stigma. But now, after me getting involved in community engagements, youth meetings, I gained that self-esteem and confidence.
Stakeholders say ending HIV will require more than medical interventions. It will also depend on communities creating environments where people feel safe to seek care without fear of judgment or discrimination. As Uganda continues to strengthen its HIV response, the focus is increasingly shifting beyond treatment to addressing the social barriers that still stand in the way of care. Recently, the Ministry of Health disclosed that the introduction of a long HIV prevention injection, lenacapavir, has brought renewed optimism alongside strong support from national leaders and international partners.
Now, this year marks 10 years since Ibanda was elevated to municipality status. And while the new status was expected to accelerate urban development, many residents say road infrastructure has not kept pace with the municipality's growth. While some progress has been made, many roads remain in poor condition, raising questions about whether the municipality has lived up to those expectations. Take a look.
When Ibanda attained municipality status in 2016, it was seen as the beginning of a new chapter of urban transformation. Residents envisioned a modern municipality with well-maintained roads, proper drainage systems, and an efficient transport network capable of transporting business and population growth. But 10 years later, that vision remains only partially fulfilled. While several roads have been graded, widened and rehabilitated over the years, many others remain in poor condition. During the rainy season, some roads became nearly impassable, disrupting transport and increasing the cost of doing business.
When you come from Kagongo to Ibanda town, you need to go in garage directly because of bad roads.
Residents point to roads such as Bitature Road, Kagongo Road and Mpira Street as some of the key routes that still require major rehabilitation despite a decade of municipal status. Municipal authorities acknowledge the challenges. They attribute the slow pace of road improvements to limited funding, inadequate road construction equipment, as the municipality still depends on hired machinery, often becoming too expensive to allow routine maintenance.
This 1 billion shilling that we receive is not enough, but well, it has helped us because we have opened up, we have maintained many roads, but I hope and believe we cannot reach all the areas in our municipality. And the other challenge is we don't have road equipment.
According to the municipal leadership, road improvement projects under government programs are continuing, with expectations that additional roads will be upgraded as the municipality is expected to benefit under the Uganda Support to Municipal Infrastructure Development USMID program, which aims to improve urban roads and drainage systems.
USMID is coming in Ibanda. All roads within our town or our areas of Ibanda municipality will be worked on. Within other 5 or 10 years ahead, Ibanda will be looking like Mbarara and other cities which have been getting that USMID.
For many residents, the quality of the road network has become one of the clearest measures of whether municipality status has translated into meaningful development. Although progress has been made, they say much more remains to be done if Ibanda is to realize the vision that accompanied its elevation 10 years ago.
The people in charge need to put in action, need to work on these roads so that our municipality could look even much better than it is.
Whether the next decade will deliver the modern road network residents envision remains to be seen.
Well, from Ibanda, we take a look at some of the conversations that are happening on social media, and we will start with Winnie Byanyima, and she retweeted UNAIDS, "We will not end AIDS through institutions alone. We will deliver it through people, communities who refuse to be invisible, staff carrying this mission, partners and member states who stand with us, and courageous leadership in the face of uncertainty," says Winnie Byanyima. Let's take a look at what Emmanuel Lumala Dombo says. During the NRM SEC sitting at Entebbe State House on 3rd July 2026, the national chairman of NRM nominated Honorable Ruhakana Rugunda, Honorable Magode Ikuya, Professor Waswa Barunywa, and Honorable Linear Charity MP Vura as SEC members. We congratulate them for catching the eye of the national chairman. On social media, and we'll come back with so much more.
The problem is the foundation.
You know the kind of cement I'm using in this foundation? I guarantee you even my grandchildren will come and find this house.
You buy your buy today and get the job done. Strong, reliable, available at hardware shops countrywide.
I'm called Awidi Isabella. I'm studying from Villa Maria School of Nursing. I've won a school fees with the MTN Momo. This school fees you win for a full year, which I'm very happy for it. I thank MTN Momo for helping me in paying my school fees.
We've paid all the fees for the year.
Thank you very much, because on Wednesday, the principal told me, look for my man and bring my man. I told her, no, I don't have money, and you have to wait until I get the money. But when I left our office, at 3, they called me that you have won the money from Momo. I said, how does it happen?
As long as you pay school fees using Momo, you stand a chance to win school fees for a year. Dial *165*80# to win school fees for a year and more.
The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches on 4 dedicated channels, live on SuperSport, only on DSTV.
Spice up your breakfast with Prestige margarine, easy to spread and fortified with vitamins A, D and E in the original and vanilla flavor, turning everyday moments into quiet indulgence. And now a delightful new experience unfolds. Introducing Prestige Fruity, a luscious fusion of creamy spread and strawberry flavor, bringing everything you love into one simple, delicious layer. No extra spreads, just pure fruity satisfaction in every bite. Prestige margarine, sprayed it, taste it, love it. Available in all shops and supermarkets nationwide. Distributed by Chapa General Enterprises, located at shop number 3, Rafik Building, Chikuwa, Kampala.
Why pay for someone else's repairs? Say goodbye to hidden costs and hello to peace of mind of a brand new start. Discover the Suzuki range of unmatched, fuel-efficient and reliable options. From the iconic Jimny to the new Across Hybrid. Find the perfect blend of style and world-class efficiency. Upgrade today and enjoy 1 year of free fuel and comprehensive insurance, plus 2 years of free service and a 3-year warranty. Trade in your current car or choose financing to start driving as you pay installments. Don't wait. Visit the Suzuki showroom today or call 0800-211-033 to get started.
The Ministry of Health informs the public to remain vigilant against Ebola virus disease. Symptoms include diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, fever, and body weakness. If you or someone you know develops these symptoms, seek medical attention immediately. Protect yourself and others by avoiding handshakes and unnecessary physical contact, washing your hands regularly with soap and water, or using an alcohol-based sanitizer. Cleaning frequently touched surfaces and avoid direct contact with infected persons' body fluids like vomit, stool, sweat, and urine. To report a suspected Ebola case, send an SMS to 6767 and type alert, or call the toll-free number 0800 100 066. Report early, protect lives.
Tired of the limits? Tired of slow connections? It's time to break free. Introducing BCC Net from Blue Crane Communications. Choose the package that fits your life. BCC Lite, 20 Mbps. BCC Pro, 50 Mbps. Or BCC Extreme, 100 Mbps. For every need, every moment. Learning, conferencing, gaming, and so much more. Switch to BCC Net today. BCC Net, fast, reliable, and true unlimited internet. Blue Crane Communications is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
Welcome back. As NBS Live at 9 continues, medics at the Mulago Cancer Institute have raised concern over the growing burden of prostate cancer in Uganda, urging men aged 40 and above to undergo regular screening for early detection as thousands continue to seek treatment every year, often at advanced stages. Our reporter spoke to a patient battling the disease at the Mulago Cancer Institute, where doctors are also dispelling dangerous myths surrounding prostate cancer. Take a look.
This is a prostate cancer patient whose identity we're withholding to protect his privacy. He has been receiving treatment at the Mulago Cancer Institute since he was diagnosed with the disease a year ago. He says he travels from Kwania district and must arrive at the institute by at least 5 a.m. to beat the long queues. As he battles the pain, he is supported by family members who help him move around in a wheelchair.
In March, I was admitted at the World Center 4. From there, I was referred to a regional referral hospital, and then the doctors there transferred me to Uganda Cancer Institute.
He says his life has never been the same since his diagnosis, noting that the disease has taken a heavy emotional and financial toll on his family.
The pain I had, that made me discover I had the disease. It was failure to urinate. Only that the problem that I had was unable to walk.
Although the disease has affected his sexual health and caused significant weight loss, he remains hopeful, saying his cancer was detected early through timely screening.
Mr. Gomez did not expect me to be like this today.
The head of the prostate cancer department at Mulago Cancer Institute, Dr. Fred Okuku, says prostate cancer cases are on the rise, with more than 5,000 men treated at the institute every year from across the country.
We are having a big challenge because we are overwhelmed with numbers. Over 3,000 men are diagnosed with this disease all over the country.
He urges men aged 40 and above to undergo regular screening for early detection instead of seeking for treatment when the disease has reached advanced stages, noting that the condition is even more common among men aged over 60.
So this is the commonest cancer in Uganda, and every man who is above 40 years, if you're listening, you need to take action when you have these symptoms. Our interest is people who have these symptoms that I've mentioned. If you're having frequent urination, you're having poor stream, you're having pain on passing urine.
Dr. Okoko says frequent urination and blood in the urine are among the early warning signs men should watch out for. However, he stresses the importance of distinguishing prostate cancer from other conditions such as an enlarged prostate and explains the difference.
And that's the majority of men. They have huge prostate that obstructs urine and can cause exactly the same symptoms, except that an enlarged prostate without cancer may not spread to the bones and may not be associated with blood in urine unless there is a serious infection within the bladder.
The doctor also recommends maintaining a healthy diet and drinking plenty of water as part of the healthy lifestyle that supports overall well-being.
Try to keep your weight within a normal weight. Eat healthy. Do not neglect eating fruits and vegetables, plenty of fluids. Avoid alcohol, avoid smoking, avoid too much fat, avoid too much sugar.
Medics have also dismissed the myth that engaging in sexual intercourse can cure prostate cancer, stressing that there is no medical evidence to support the claim and also warning that such beliefs may expose people to other health risks.
So those studies are based on what we call observational studies. They do not have much evidence.
They further emphasize that prostate cancer is not related to HIV and AIDS and should instead be understood as a disease influenced by other factors, as such as age, genetics, and other medical risks. They warn that prostate cancer remains a silent killer among older men and can be fatal if not detected and treated early, underscoring the need for regular screening and prompt medical attention when symptoms first appear.
Feedback brought to you by. In business, you need advice, solutions, and sector expertise when it matters.
Your new office space looks great. What's next?
We get it. Absa Business Banking.
Now, other than the doctor cautioning men to make sure they screen at the age of 40 and a host of other ways to prevent prostate cancer, we put the question to our social media audience and we asked what more should be done to strengthen the fight against prostate cancer and what are you personally doing to protect yourself. Let's take a look at some of the feedback coming through social media. Cosmas Amutuhaire says the fight against prostate cancer requires advancing diagnostic accessibility, expanding clinical research diversity, and standardizing personalized screening protocols. Personally, I'm doing regular exercises, dieting, weight optimization, and proactive screening regularly. Thank you, Cosmas. Ariat Click Regan says prostate cancer can be better fought through awareness, early screening, and improved treatment while protecting myself through regular checkups, exercise, and healthy living. It remains, what are you doing? And this is as we turn to business. Now, farmers.
Pulse, brought to you by.
Farmers in Kazo district are recording higher crop yields and improved household incomes following the introduction of micro irrigation systems in Uganda's cattle corridor. The multi-billion project implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture with support from the World Bank is helping farmers sustain production throughout the year despite the increasing prolonged dry spell.
For years, farming in Kazo district depended almost entirely on seasonal rainfall, but with frequent droughts becoming the norm across Uganda's cattle corridor, crop failures and declining household incomes became a harsh reality for many farming families. To address the challenge, the government of Uganda, with funding from the World Bank, introduced a micro-irrigation program in 2024, targeting farmers growing high-value crops. Under this program, the government finances 75% of the irrigation equipment, while farmers contribute the remaining 25%, making the technology more affordable and accessible. The project has since supported the production of high-value enterprises such as coffee, bananas, vegetables and fruits, enabling farmers to grow crops throughout the year regardless of weather conditions. Robert Mwebesa, a passion fruit farmer from Wagonga Parish, Kanoni Sub-County, is one of the beneficiaries. Before acquiring the irrigation system, he relied entirely on rainfall, often losing his crops during prolonged dry spells.
In dry season, we could find our crops are so weak. We use it to get water from wells if the rain is not available.
Today, Mwebesa's farm remains productive throughout the year. Abo Betsuga, a resident of Shozi Parish, Engari Sub-County, is yet another beneficiary who says access to water has significantly improved both the quality and quantity of his harvests. The Kazo District Production Officer says the irrigation systems are already transforming agriculture by ensuring continuous production, strengthening food security and increasing household incomes.
Their yields have increased in terms of tonnage. Coffee production has increased, and in terms of liters of milk produced per day, it has also increased because of improved feeding throughout the year.
Local leaders believe the project's success demonstrates the potential of irrigation in transforming the agriculture sector.
Now, after impressing in their opening 4 games of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, France continue their quest towards another world title tonight when they face giant killers Paraguay with a place in the quarterfinals at stake. The action will be broadcast live on DSTV.